Hey, you got it. You know,
Nice.
Flip City.
Yes.
There we go, there we go. I nearly whiffed. Cracked.
Yep. Go on. Go on, son.
Yes! Two! Oh. Right, let's see if I can go. What is good, everyone? So we managed to hit the like goal of 7,000 likes on the Updraft Dash video. So today I'm going to be bringing you the ultimate jet tricks tutorial, which will cover the ramp dashes, all the Updraft Dash spots, and finally the highly anticipated teammate boosting, which will require a Sage, except for a few. The timestamps will now be shown on the screen, so you can just skip to the part you want to learn, as I know many of you will already know the ramp dash, for example. Finally, there was a lot of time spent making this video, and it would mean the world to me if you could leave a like, comment and subscribe if this video helped you out in any way, shape or form. And I'd also like to remind you that if I manage to hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll do a funny Jett cosplay on my stream. Enjoy! Alright, so the first spot we're going to cover in this tutorial is the Jett ramp dash. Obviously it's really easy, I've shown it a few times already, so all you got to do is push up against this so you get raised up. And then you come towards this line here on the ramp, aim a little bit above it, like 45 degrees, and then dash into it. And then you fly to the top of the skybox. Then you can peek into mid, kitchen, and also towards B yellow or B green as well. So that's very easy. But this is one people don't actually know, so it's kind of similar to the ramp dash, but it requires a bit of a different technique. So you're going to have to jump and dash at the same time. So what you do here is you come towards this, tuck yourself in the corner, look about a crosshair width down from the edge, and then you jump dash, and then you can see it brings you up and pushes you up, and you can peek an off angle here. You can do it better though, and I'll try get it now, where you slide fully out instead of hitting this ledge here. So let's see if we can do that. So as you can see on that one, I flew out way quicker, and I can get an off angle here. So I can peek the guy middle, and obviously I can also peek the guy down green as well. But it's just a different variation, because obviously when you dash up here, you lose all your momentum when you're falling down the sky. And then people normally tend to like pre-shoot up here. So just doing this variation can also catch your enemies off guard, because it gets a fast up angle along this wall. It's just essentially a trick you can do on Jett, so you're not as predictable. Alright, so I covered the updraft dash in the previous video, but if you didn't quite get it, I'll just go over it again quickly because it's really easy. All you got to do is find a surface which is similar to this, how it's curved, and then you crouch underneath it, and then you'll Q and hold W and D so you can strafe around, and it allows you to do some variations like I just did then. So you can land on here, it brings you like a fast peak towards A, which is good for a retake, or you can also do this, which is like an example of a nice T-push I have. So I'd smoke off here, smoke there off, and I'd dash into it. So it gives the enemy like a sound that I've wasted my dash, and they won't be expecting a double updraft like this. And then you can kill the guy mid. It's good with a judge, you can just do it again. Just fly up, and you can just literally mid-air kill them. Thanks, sir. But yeah, now that I've covered the updraft again, I'm going to show you all the different spots, because as I said, since this has a curved roof, you can use the stage wall and kind of make your own spots, which I'm going to show now. Oh, you asked.
Oh, you want one?
Finally, we have the teammate boost. This is actually really simple and just requires a bit of practice in a custom game. This is because you need to make lineups with your Sage, which will allow you to dash off her hitbox. I created this really amazing diagram to show you what setup you need. So as you can see, you need the wall to be slightly above the Sage's head. So the best spots to do this is where there's stairs or a ramp, because the Sage can get elevated slightly just so her head's just above the wall, allowing you to dash off it. So you can see here that once you dash, when the wall is just below her head, you'll bounce up it and then you get the result which is shown on the left. And yeah, now I'll show you some spots which you can do this. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Sage, so I can't exactly show the Sage lineups, but I'm sure you'll figure it out in a couple of minutes in a custom game. I'd just like to also add that this requires a lot of utility, so I wouldn't class it as bug abuse to be honest, but you can get some cool frags with it. It doesn't necessarily give you a benefit, but for the reason of bug abuse, I'm not going to be showing the Ascent Roof spot. I will also show you a spot where you don't actually need a Sage as well to do this, which is probably the most beneficial out of all of them. Easy peasy.
Alright. Can also curiosity. Where would I have to stand? Okay.
Oh yeah. That's a new one.
Yep.
I nearly whiffed. Yeah. So there we have it, the teammate boost. Those were just a few of my favourite spots, and as you can see, we found that you can use anything from a bike to elevate the Sage on the split one, or steps like the Ascent ones. So yeah, just mess around in a custom game and get creative. I did personally find that Haven is a tricky one, as the walls you line up against have tiles sticking out of the roofs, which might block the height on the boost. But if you find any on Haven which you don't get blocked by the tiles, feel free to show me, as I'm definitely interested in doing some on that map. Anyway, here's a little trick you can do with a dash on Ascent and split, which makes your dash go further when flying off roof surfaces. It's not that useful, but I guess it's a little trick you should know about.
Here.
And there we go, I've exposed all my secrets on Jett. So if you made it this far, congratulations, you now know everything I do, except for a few spots. So that actually leads me on to my next point. So if we get 7,000 likes again on this video, I'll do a Jett spots video, which obviously covers the Haven ones you might know, some of the bind ones, but also a few icebox ones you might not know as well. So anyway, see you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe if this helped you out.